It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Looking in the air here. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Escapes the defender. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but have stumbles a bit after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs from the 37. On first down, it's Gibbs. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. And they'll throw 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's an excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making mistakes so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They send a tight end in motion. Jacobs. And also under just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Second and goal, they're going to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Pass play coming here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he has it almost in the red zone down at the 21-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is a Dolphins first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense is set. First and 10. Here's a throw. Off his back foot. He hooks this one. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. He's going to throw it again. Finds his back. Achane. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for in the call sheet.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Plays a design run. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They're going play action. Throw left side, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Chased out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Another one for Gibbs. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Dolphins 3.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They run the counter to Achan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Gets his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. All right, Now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Now they're gonna throw out of the gun. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stick with Jacobs. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw here. That's caught for the first. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Back on 2nd and goal. Brought in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
Dolphins 3.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. There's Achane up the middle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dropping back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Gibbs now from the gun. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. The kick by Lutz is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. The Lions readying for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Achane running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 20-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Get 22 out of that play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the shotgun will give it to Achane. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds a Dunze downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown.
I know you got mixed looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
One right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 10.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. The Lions there to recover. And they take the attempted onside kick all the way back. Touchdown. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 10.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Odunze's got it right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Achane, a first down carry. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Finds a man right side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first. It's Achane on the inside give. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, looking for options. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Working on first down. Gets his tight end on the corner route. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end showing, and he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 17.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. It's close, but... oh, yes! The Dolphins got it back! 2-score game. Gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch. You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options. But ultimately, sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll look to throw it. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a short gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for it. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Miami.